Okay, so today I'm going to be playing the birthday. I finished Black Winter and the Waventhal this past week. So let's get started. All right, so the birthday. Um, so this this module is created by Zach Albrug, and you only get one character. So it's a little bit, it's not party based, there's just a single, so it's a little bit trickier. You start at level 4 and you end up somewhere around 6 to 7. I guess a quick background about this one. So this was originally a module for Neverwinter Nights 2, and it was part of a contest that Obsidian was running at the time, and there were a lot of restrictions on what you could do in the module. I think there is a limitation to the number of areas, the play time, and the story had to be somehow related to a Grimm's fairy tale in some way. So this one that Zach did, I think it came in second place. And Jason Roy, I think, was first, but I think both of those modules, Jason's and Zach's, were both really good, and either one could have placed high. Later, Zach did another module for Neverwinter Nights 2 called Harp and Christianthem, which is seen by many as one of the best modules available for Neverwinter Nights 2. And I don't disagree. I really enjoyed that one. So as I was working on Iceblink, I reached out to Zach to see if he'd be okay with me converting this short module to Iceblink, and he said okay. So I did my best. It has all the dialogue that Zach did, but a lot of the artwork was by me, so it's not the best. All right, so let's create a new module. This shows up blank because I changed a lot of the tokens that are available, and so it doesn't recognize this one. And we'll see that pretty soon here. So I am going to, let's go with Corin. And Elf. I'm going to try out some of the new features, and so I think I was going to try playing a ranger. So since you only get to have one character, it's pretty hard to make it through as like a wizard or something, a thief. So I'm going to go with male ranger. I'm going to go with 2-weapon fighting. So I made a token, or I adjusted a token. So here's a bunch of them. There's some that with the wipe that I still need to remove. And so I added a bunch more. So I modified this one to be 2 weapons. So I added a dagger or a sword to there. So I'm going to go with that. And I think we'll go with that one. Okay, so we're going to need good dexterity, because I'm going with kind of a 2-weapon fighting, probably finesse weapons, so I want good dexterity. Hopefully I can get an 18. $17. 18. Wow, 17, 18, 17, 17, 15. I'll take it. Spell point 7. So Rangers do get spells at higher levels, and since we're starting at level 4, we might actually pick up some spells at some point. Okay, so that looks good. Finish. So let's select some traits. 2-weapon fighting at level 1. We'll take that. Okay, so remove him and add this guy and start. Okay, birthday. Conversion to IBbasic Basic by me. Good artwork by Zach, bad by me. So, let's see. Oh my kindly boy, here we are in Schaffberg. A bright enough day for your birthday, I'd say. Look, they've already set up the things for tonight's celebration. Your father and I are very proud. Fondling you may be, but you've been more precious to us than our own. And now you've come of age, hasn't he, Eumaeus? Eumaeus? Aye, that he has. Oh, 'tis a pity. Nonsense, you foolish shepherd. The wooden crone smiles on this day, and on our little Corin. You do well to smile yourself. Gloomily, aye, Sarda, I hear ye. You better hear me. Now we need to return to the farm and let Corin do what he has come here to do. You go on ahead, dear. I'd like a word with him before he talks to Matron Holtz. No, Eumaeus, we leave this instant. But Sarda, he has no idea what to do. Besides, we have to give him his gift. I'd almost forgotten, but I will wait for you here. Eumaeus turns to you almost sorrowfully. Well, Corin, do you have anything to ask me before you talk to the matron? Okay, so I guess it's my birthday, and that's the name of the module, so that makes sense. Okay, so let's go with number 1. Yes, why are we here again? I would have told you everything before, but the matron likes to keep the traditions of the coming of age birthday secret. When someone in our town comes of age, Matron Holtz gives them a special errand. The errand is always different, and no one is allowed to reveal what it is even after it's been done. Also, the errand is always dangerous, and those who live but fail to complete it are banished. Indeed, and that's why your father is so gloomy, but I know that you are blessed by the wooden crone and can handle any little mission Matron Holtz sends you on. I'm only looking forward to tonight when you are done and the festival begins. Alright, so I'm ready. Do you have my gift? With a rare tear in his eye, "Aye, lad, good fortune. Take this gold. Your mother and I have been saving it for this occasion. Farewell." Am I to drive you along as you drive your sheep? Okay, so I get level up. So I start level 1, but I get a bunch of XP. So I got 100 gold and 1,000 XP. That'll probably get us to level 4. So let's do a level up. Go with 2-weapon defense or point bank. I think I'm going to go with a lot of melee. Because there's precise shot, rapid shot, 2-weapon fighting, 2-weapon defense. So we'll go with that. And level up again. Oh, I can do, what's this, intimidate, spot. I don't think those get used much. So I'll go with point blank shot, just to avoid penalties if I do use a range weapon. Okay, and then 2-weapon fighting level 2. So this will, if I'm using a light weapon, I'll get a 0 penalty for both the main hand and on-off hand. If I'm not using a light, then it's just -2, -2, so that's good. And I do get a spell. I can go with Entangle or Long Strider. Gains additional movement. I think I'll go with this. It's 7 spell points and I have 28, so I can do 4 of those. What else can I do eventually? I can cure minor wounds. That's at level 6. So I don't know if I'll get there to level 6 maybe. Spike growth. Bark skin. Neutralize poison. Cure. These are at level 8. So I definitely won't get there. So I might get some healing at some point. Okay, so we'll take that. And do we have anything? Oh, we do have. So let's look at this. This was one of the gifts. The life of a shepherd is often a contemplative one, but is just as often one that requires quick wits and uncommon agility. Eumaeus, the shepherd who raised you, gave you this crook shortly before your birthday. He claims that it was passed down from generation to generation in his family and swears that a bit of magic sticks to it. I always feel a wee bit calmer and sprier when I got it with me, he said. Your arcane talents have helped you divine that Eumaeus was more correct than he knew. So it's 1d6 plus 1, attack bonus 1. So it is a plus 1. When threat range is 20 with the double critical hit multiplier. It's not a finesse or a two-handed, so I probably won't use it for very long. If I can get something else. So let's try going here. Good day and happy birthday. While we're at it, the villagers can speak of nothing else. I'm Carl Ostham, merchant. Thank you, Carl. What brings you through Schaffenburg? You folks don't seem to get much company. I come by once a season to trade my wares for wool. You produce an awful lot of it. For some reason, though, not so much this year. Will you stay for my birthday festival? No, I've got to be wandering off before then. Besides, I don't know that I'd take to your festivities. You country folk have queer customs, no offense. None taken. Okay. Let's see his goods. Now, so the Ice Blink engine's still a work in progress, so I always check. If I see any bugs, I'll make a note of it. Druids were recently added, and I did remember to put druids include in most of these items, so that's good. But let's go with I have 100 gold. And there's a short sword. There's only one short sword. I think I just need in the offhand. So I could do a long sword and a short sword. So let's do that. Let's buy that. And we'll get this armor. And then let's get some healing. Now this I don't remember. this is healing or what, but it might be, so I'll buy one just to check it out. Definitely get that, and I'm down to 10 gold, so we'll just hold on. So let's look and see what this is. The thick crimson blood of the bear is widely known to have remarkable curative powers. Heals the user of minor wounds. Okay. So that should heal me. I'll have to test it and make sure, but you never know if there's bugs. So let's do the long sword. And so my attack bonus is 7 right now. Let's see what happens when I go with the short. Attack bonus at 9, 9. So it's 7, 7 with this weapon. Oh, you know what? The long sword is not a finesse, so it's using strength for its attack roll. And this one is a finesse, so it uses dexterity. That's why there's a 2 difference. I guess I could go short sword and a dagger, but we'll try this for now. And so we get our armor. The other thing is I'm an elf, so I'm immune to sleep spell. That's a trait I just automatically get due to my race. 2-weapon fighting. Bandage. It's not going to help, but if you had multiple companions, you can use bandage to bring them to 0 hit points if they dipped below 0. Okay, so that'd be good. So let's do a save. And let's explore around a little. It is good to have tonight's festival to look forward to. I've been working so hard lately. So I think in this one, you get random little conversations when you talk to him. The wooden crone, goddess of the childbirth and magic, lives in the roots of the world and blesses Shaftberg. We're telling each ghost stories. Boo. Hey, you're the birthday boy. You're so lucky. You're the most powerfulest person in Shaftberg. Everyone says so. Okay. The Oak Father is god of strength and virtue, but he is not worshipped widely among the folk of Shaftberg. The wooden crone walks behind you, Corin. Do not forget that. Okay, so this is Mother here. Greetings, young one. You have drawn bow against both wolf and deer to defend and feed your family, and know their haunts in the woods as well as your own home. These things will serve you well in your birthday errand. As your father should have told you, everyone who comes of age in Shaftberg must perform a task on his birthday, the choice of which is up to me. We do this to honor the wooden crone, patroness of our village. We continue the tradition for you, even though this is not truly your birthday, and you are not truly of Shaftberg stock. It's not truly your birthday, so I always celebrate this day as my birthday. What do you mean? You are a foundling. Today marks the day that your father found you. You were being raised by wolves, my dear. You may have killed the pair that tended you when they tried to steal his sheep. Okay, what's my task? Deep in the woods nearby there lives an old witch, a hag of great power whom the townsfolk have long feared and respected. You have heard of Mother Goat, yes? Intelligence. Yes, according to legend, Mother Goat is cruel and devours all intruders in her forest. You know our legends well. But Mother Goat is more than a legend. She is terribly, terribly real. As real as I am myself, or you, my dear. For many years we of the village and she of the woods lived in uneasy peace, but now she has given birth to 7 fairy children, and they have been so bold as to leave the forest and come into town by night. This would be bad enough, but what I tell you next you must keep secret from the villagers. Go on, I'm listening. She has stolen my golden shears. Without them, the sheep of the village, including the flocks of your father, will fall sick and their coats fade. The merchants will no longer buy from us and we will be ruined. So you wish me venture into the woods and find these golden shears for you? Yes, my dear, yes. But you will also need to deal with Mother Goat's children. They guard her house and will not let you in. To get inside, you will need to trick them. Once inside, kill them or else they will steal the shears again. And yes, yes, you must also bring me their hearts as proof that they are dead, all 7. By the deity their hearts, whatever for, they will please the wooden crone. And every birthday errand requires physical proof of the villager's prowess in combat. Okay, indeed, Cora, indeed. Remember, 7 hearts, no fewer. Take this blessing. If you need more healing, you can return to me, and I will help you so far as my meager skills permit. Klaus in the inn also has medicines which can aid you. Farewell, and may the wooden crone walk close behind you. Okay. So let's go inside. Let's do that. Nothing there. Greetings, I'm Castorp, a traveler and a stranger in these parts. How do you do? Uh, can pickpocket. I don't know how to pickpocket. We'll go with number 1. Well met. I hope you do not take offense at my saying so, but you are much more courteous than the other townsfolk I've met. Okay, what brings you to Shaftburg? I was interested in locating some of the kingdom's great treasures, which fairies were rumored to have hidden away in the woods nearby. Well, the rumors were true, but I barely escaped the woods with my life. What happened? I am a scholar, not a warrior. It would have been nice to acquire those items, true, but I was more interested in just beholding them. In any case, I washed my hands of the idea. A red cap's scythe nearly cost me my head. Perhaps I shall seek out these treasures myself. In my opinion, the kingdom's treasures would be far better off in your elf hands than in the hands of a red cap or a Nibelung. I'm probably not saying these right. The fairies have hidden away a ring and a book and an axe and a sword, an amulet, a fine cap, and a pair of fine boots. If you do happen to find them all, come and tell me. I would be most impressed, and I would also make sure that your fame resounded even in the halls of Zauberberg. So there's ring 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So can you tell me anything more about the treasures or how to find them? Not much, but the ring will be hardest to find because it is so small. The fairies have likely hidden it in a fern break or toadstool patch, where they sometimes hide shiny things. Okay. Very well. I will return to you once I have located all the treasures. Excellent. May fortune preserve you. Right, farewell. Alright, let's try talking to this guy. Hey, oh, it's you, Corin. What are you doing here? You seemed surprised to see me just now, Klaus. Surprised? What? No, but shouldn't you be doing a little something for Matron Holtz right about now? Um, I do things at my own pace, Klaus. Remember that? Maybe so, but the birthday errand isn't something to treat lightly. Okay, is that... do you have any rooms available? Rooms? What would you need a room for? You realize that tonight is your birthday, don't you? If you feel out of sorts, go talk to Matron Holt. She'll fix you up. Okay. Perhaps I can get something to drink here, though. We've got... There's blood. That's healing. We don't have any... We can buy this. It's one. And... We don't have any gold, so... It does have a short sword. 10. I'll have to keep that in mind. Oh wait, we can sell this. We don't need this. So maybe we'll do 2 short swords since we're finesse. And we can buy 2 of these. How many of these are there? Buy one of those, and one of these. Okay. I don't really need a ranged weapon. I don't think. Okay, so let's venture off. Do we need to try talking to this guy? Good day, Corin, and happy birthday. I'm looking forward to tonight. Not only so that we can celebrate, mind you, but also so that I can take a rest from baking. Matron Holtz has put in quite the order. What is Matron Holtz having you make for me? Now, Corin, you know that I can't tell you that. A birthday's not a birthday without some surprises. Well, better be on my way. All right. So I think we're ready to venture off. But we will save just in case. So again, you're on your own in all these battles. And I think, the module was limited because of the contest it was in. I think the requirement was 3 to 5 areas at the most, and a certain amount of hours of playtime. So there's only a few areas to explore. So now we're in the woods and we hit a battle right away. Now I did the artwork for the red caps, so they don't look the best. But so I can turn hit points and spell points on. This is the D20. This is the move order. we'll turn, shows if you can shoot through. Red, you can't move on to these squares, and these purple X's means you can't shoot through it. And we can turn this on and off. We'll turn that off. So I have 4 moves and 2 attacks, because I have a main hand and an offhand attack. And I think I'm going to go up here. Can I do 1, 2, 3, 4? Yep. And I missed. Let's turn that on because I want to see. Okay, what color do we want to do today? We'll go with red for the red caps. Okay, so now it's my offhand attack. So I have a base attack bonus of 4 plus my dexterity modifier because it's a finesse weapon. 2 weapon modifier is 0 because I have 2 weapon fighting skill level 2. And the armor class is 13, so 13 minus size 4, I need a 4. And I got a critical miss. So I rolled a 4. See, if I had 2, so I did roll 4 here, but it was only plus 7 because it's a long sword. If I would have used 2 short swords, I would have hit. Okay, so they moved closer. We'll try again. I need a 6, 11, and my second attack, I need a 4, and hits. Yeah, I'm gonna try to stay away from that guy. There, 14. Now the other thing is there's another enemy near this one, so he gets a bonus to his armor class. Every adjacent enemy gets a +1. So he's got 14, so I need a 5 instead of 4. And a critical miss. And I get hit. So he'll go down and I get another attack with my offhand. Need a 4, hits. And 6. Down he goes. Okay, so I got 90 XP for that. No items. Oh, you know what? I do have a short sword. That's right. I did buy one. So let's switch to 2 short swords. And let's do a save there. Let's have a look around. This appears to be a ring of solid gold. So it wasn't that hard to find the ring. Pick up the ring. Party gains, repuzzles banned. So let's look at that. When Rapunzel returned to the kingdom as wife of her prince, many who had wondered at the prince's love for her could wonder no longer, for the woman's beauty was as great as it had ever been. Her hair, of course, was especially remarkable, as gold could be, as golden as sunlight itself. Even as she aged and her beauty faded, wrinkles clouding her brow and her once plump skin sagging and paling, her hair remained as golden as it had been in youth. When she died, the old priest who said her last rites secretly clipped and bound a small bit of her hair as a keepsake, and was astonished to find upon examining it soon after that it had turned into a ring of magical gold. Armor class bonus of 1. So let's equip that. So what's my armor class? 0. That's good. All right. And we are attacked. What are these? Unseelie Cavalier, a red cap, a Nibelung. Okay, this one has 15. Some of these have spell points. Spell points of 10. Unseelie Cavalier. Okay, so he did something. What did he do? Oh, he shot a mage bolt at me. Let's come down here.
You should get that guy because he has
He's
no
only
spell
4.
and he has no spell points.
Yeah, he's kind of far away right now, though.
Do you have a bow?
Nope, I don't have a bow. And I've got Entangle.
Or are you a druid?
Nope, I'm a ranger. So there's a question in the chat. Can one change the mage resolution of tokens, backgrounds, and portraits? So the tokens are 48 by 48 pixels. The ones I'm using are 24 by 24. So you can use something a little higher resolution. The backgrounds and portraits, I'm using something that's half the resolution. So if we look at this resolution is actually half of what it could be. You could use double this resolution and double for these. I was trying to be consistent in the resolution for, like you can see this ring is actually at the higher resolution than these other icons. So yeah, thanks for joining, Joseph, and asking questions. Thanks. Let's try to come down here and stay out of the way. A critical hit.
Ooh, good. Bring it. Oh no.
Well, we get one more roll.
Ooh, that's good.
6. No, he's still. So he did. Ooh. Yeah, he hit one of his own guys too.
Oh.
I guess they don't care. Let's go for this guy. Another critical hit. 2 of them. 16. Wow. Can we get... So we can move now still. One more there. Nope. Critical miss. So he's doing a less spell, I think. 18. He goes down.
That guy's easy, don't you think?
And
How do you diagonal?
yeah, I can still move.
Diagonal.
Well, yep, I can.
Yeah.
But I missed.
What's friend?
Near friend bonus, since there's 2 of them, they both get a +1. He gets a +1 to his armor class. Let's go for this guy first. His defense is 14. Hit. One more attack.
Wow.
And down he goes.
One person to go. Can't cast any spells, of course.
Nope, he's out of spells.
13. Yeah. What? It did 6 hit damage and it didn't kill him. Really? Guy had only 3 hit points. Wow.
He had a bunch of hit points. Well, I just got a critical hit.
Now he doesn't have any hit points.
Nope. I got 150 though. Let's do a save there, and let's see how we're doing on XP. Still have a ways to go to get to level 5. So let's keep looking around. We'll kind of explore the lower half of the map first. And there's a bear. The bear eyes you warily. You have the sense that she is certainly going to attack now that you have come this close. So I can attack the bear. I can throw the bear a piece of poisoned meat because I bought some poisoned meat at the store. Or I can run away. We'll try this. The bear devours the meat quickly and immediately looks sick, then dies. Whatever Klaus puts in that meat must be very potent indeed. And it looks like there's something in the trees here. An old axe sticks out of the ground among weeds and ruined foundation. Do you like that picture I drew?
Where you do that picture?
Looks really good, huh?
Yeah.
Take the axe.
Actually looks good. Is this your game?
Zach made this one. I did some of the art for it. The axe of the woodcutter. Let's see what it says. This axe belonged to a woodcutter of the forest, whose house stood among the forest's great trees long ago. This weapon is the only thing definite that survives of him, for he had no name, knew no riches beyond bread and the kind soul of the woods, and left no record of himself, although strands of his story run through tales as various as the trees he knew so well. Axe of the woodcutter. Maybe that's the one that chased off the big bad wolf. Okay, it does, but it's not a light weapon, so I'm not going to use it.
What a light weapon.
Like a short sword, weapons that are light that I'm a finesse fighter, ranger. So I want finesse weapons. Okay. Keep looking around here.
Ooh, treasure chest.
Briere Rose's Thorn. Let's see. When Briere Rose, do you know what that is?
No.
Do you know, Natalie? Sleeping Beauty. Was awakened from her long sleep by the Princess Kiss. The rose hedges that surrounded the castle wherein she lay began to wither almost immediately. The flowers that had cushioned the entrance of the prince drooped and faded on their boughs, and the leaves yellowed and fell to the ground. In later days the prince would speak with undeniable melancholy of the beauty of the princess's stronghold before she was won, of the scent of the roses, the breezeless twisting garden passages cloyed with their perfume, the drone of the bees and the filtered burgundy light. The sword with which he had fought his way to Briere Rose's place of rest was all that remained of that memory, and by the strength of his nostalgia a kind of magical residue of the place clung to it. So what's all with all the fairy tale? Because this module, one of the requirements as part of the Obsidian contest for Neverwinter Nights 2 was your story had to be 3 to 5 areas. It had to be a few hours of play, not more. They didn't, because they knew there was only a few months to build it, and so they didn't want to make people trying to build really big stuff. And it also had to be based on a Grimm's fairy tale. And so all the Grimm's fairy tales, like Sleeping Beauty and the Werewolves and all that stuff. So Zach included a lot of little items that had kind of ties into different Grimm's stories. Okay, so this 1d8 plus 1, so it's a +1 sword. And it looks like a long sword. The threat range is 20. It probably should be 19 to 20. I'll probably need to fix that. But maybe because it's a +1, I'm using a short sword because I get +2 over a long sword. So I have 9 and a 9. But if I switch this, Oh, you know what? I can't even use. Did I not take it? Oh, well, let's make sure we take it this time. Take all. Yeah, it should be usable by a ranger. Yep, an R. So let's use. See, now I'm 8 and 7. So it's really 9 in the offhand and 8 in the main hand. This isn't counting right, so I'll have to fix that too. It's using, for this one, it's using strength, but it shows strength for both hands. It should be showing strength for this one and dexterity for that one, like it does when I switch, so I'll have to fix that. But in combat, it should do it. We'll test it out. So we'll come back here and save. Ooh, what's this?
Little Red Riding Hood.
You got it. You figured that one out without seeing it. Let's see.
I could.
Little Red Cap, or more commonly Little Red Riding Hood, was not, as her older name might suggest, one of the band of bloodthirsty little fairies called Redcaps. Her notorious hood was, however, coveted by those creatures, for they wanted to show it off to the wolves. Wolves and redcaps are rivals, you see, and always try to outdo each other in mischief. No redcap was brave enough to face little redcap while she lived, because the girl obviously had the look of a heroine. But after her death, at a ripe old age, a mischievous troop of redcaps sought out her grave and dug up her coffin. The hood was soiled in the process, but retained some of its color and, most importantly, its magic. Armor class bonus of 1. So, take all.
What's with the fairy tale things?
I already answered that. The story has to use fairy tale stuff. Bear's heart. The bear's heart seems little more than a bloody pulp in your hands. Oh, we killed that bear, and we're supposed to bring back 7 hearts to the mother. But there's supposed to be 7 hearts of these people that stole her golden shears, not a bear's.
More shears.
Not a bear's heart. Shears are like scissors for cutting the wool off sheep. Here's another treasure chest. The perfect fit. Footwear such as this is often a cause for envy, especially in families with jealous stepsisters. Magically tailored by the fates, perhaps, or perhaps by the crafty simple elves who hide from even their tall and civilized kin. They fit only one person in the world, though these boots appear to be remarkably uncomfortable and unnecessarily constrictive. You have the firm conviction that they were somehow meant for you and you alone. Another armor class bonus 1. I don't remember that one. Did we take him? No, we didn't take him again. I keep forgetting to take all.
Dad, is it from that one? I can't remember what it's called.
So there's only
Rapunzel's band.
You can only wear one thing, so we'll go with the red cap because it looks cool. Although I'm wearing blue, it should change to red. Okay, we're getting close to the end of the streaming for today, so let's go back to town and rest. I seek healing. Thank you, Angel. So we can rest there, get all of our hit points and spells points, and do a save game. We'll save right here. We are getting close to a level up. and I'll pick up again here at another time. All right.